Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. As you just saw there, the First Citizens National Poetry Slam 2023 is on, at least the audition phase of it. Let me welcome the Marketing and Media Manager at the Bocas Lit Fest, Alette Liz Williams, as well as Manager of First Citizens National Poetry Slam, Afiya Douglas. Good morning, ladies.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
How are you going?
Good.
How's the carnival? I don't know, how's the carnival? Are you all right?
This is not
Right.
this is torture.
I blame
Why?
the marketing manager by the way.
Well, the word has to get out now that the madness of carnival is over. Now we need to get the word out that we have any auditions happening from this weekend.
Yes, from Friday.
Already? I feel like we just finished do our poetry slam.
know,
That's right. Yeah.
But the thing is, we are returning to our former traditional space and the lead up to the NGC Bocas Lit Fest. So, you know, the slam is usually the finals is the closing signature event of the Bocas Lit Fest, which is running from the 28th to the 30th of April. So
Okay.
we're back there.
So we're going back to lining up everything as it was BC,
That's
right.
before COVID.
Yes.
I love that.
All right, so last year we would have celebrated 10 years. What can we look forward to celebrating this year?
Well, 11 years.
Over to you.
But as
Over to
Alette,
you.
but as Alette rightly said, the Bocas Lit Fest is returning to its rightful place in April. So it is a quick turnaround for sure, yes, and it means, unfortunately, but given some of the poets a little, pressure on them, it is quick turnaround, and they really have to get prepared. We had a pretty short announcement stage in terms of leading up to the auditions, and we'll give them enough space at the semi-finals and the final round. But I know the Bocas Lit Fest has a really well-packaged event leading up, as Alette mentioned, the 28th to the 30th. But we know the hype is always around the National Poetry Slam. Yeah. So, you're celebrating the poets, you're celebrating the poetry, the art form. We've really been fortunate to kind of maintain the slam even through COVID, you know.
Yeah.
So there was no reason, the poetry slam was happening.
It was just virtual.
Throughout, virtually,
Yeah.
right? So we are returning to that hybrid version. So we'll be doing auditions. There will be some virtual slots for persons who are in Tobago and in remote locations, so South and in Mayaro, those locations.
Okay.
They will have the opportunity to virtually audition.
And people who not virtually auditioning,
We
where
will
they
be at the Writers Center,
Okay.
which is 14 Alcazar Street.
Right.
So that's the Bocas Lit Fest home, right? So we will be at the Writers Center from the 24th to the 26th, as Alette mentioned.
The 24th to the 26th. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday,
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday.
And all 3 days are auditions.
Correct.
Can people come and view these auditions, or is it just strictly the participants?
Well, it is limited seating at the Writers Center.
That's what I'm saying, it's not a big building.
It's true. And we know that some of the poets will stay back to kind of look on at the competition, the
Of
potential
course.
competition.
Yes.
But yes, we will be opening a few limited seats to the general public. We will have virtual tickets because it's hybrid. So we'll have some virtual tickets available from tomorrow. So you'll have to look out for that on our social media
How
platforms.
much these tickets cost?
It's free. Free. And we know that people's
$3.99.
favorite word is
So how I
after
get it?
carnival. You just look at our
come, first
social.
serve.
First come, first
Our
serve.
social
So it's
media,
like a
yes.
10 tickets you're going to be selling because the space real big, you know?
I mean, if people want to come and stand on the outskirts, they're free to do that, but there will be limited seating inside the venue itself. Yes.
Okay. All right. And out of the auditions, how much ever people show up for the auditions, they have to pre-register, or how does that work?
They do have to pre-register, yes. On our social media platforms as well. You can get the sign-up links at our social media pages, IG, National Poetry Slam TT, Facebook, same thing as well, National Poetry Slam TT. The link is in our bio, I believe, yes.
Yes,
The
on
links
all
are in our
platforms.
bio and all the platforms, so you can just go sign up there, choose your date, choose your time once it's available, and you're inside. You'll get a confirmation email and you're inside.
All right. So just head to the social media and you could organize yourself.
That's right.
Alette, is there a theme for this year?
So this year we're following the storytelling theme, right? So as you saw in the little ad, it's like the stage is set for your story, will you step up? So we are moving, we know we're moving past COVID and we are evolving. We want to embody the Caribbean voice. We want to show how far slam has come, how far spoken word poetry has come. So we're now letting the poets bring a little bit more we want them to bring a bit more to the stage.
When they say more, what do you want?
Tell stories, be impactful as they've always been, but we know based on the couple years that passed so far, we have some very stiff competition. So if you want to make that impact, then you really need to bring it this year, because we're back in person.
I want you to be very careful, right? Because the last time that somebody tell a man to make an impact, he went and rent a crane and made an entrance that was quite impactful.
Not in the slam, you understand? But at the end of the day, I mean, the Bocas Lit Fest is about reading, writing, literature. Spoken word poetry is the oral presentation of this. We are allowing, what Afiya forgot to say, and I'm going to add right now, is that we're bringing back some traditions like the wild card, so people can vote who didn't get into the top 30 this year, because last year it would have been 20 because of television broadcasts.
Okay.
It's now up to 30 that are
So the
advancing.
semi-finals is talking about? It's
Yes,
30 people now?
30.
Okay.
And we're bringing back the wild card. So, you know, if you had a favorite poet that didn't make it, you're allowed to vote, and they have the opportunity.
Who's allowed to vote? The 10 people again tickets to come and see it?
The audience.
So is it also streaming?
We're going to be
virtually?
streaming live as well.
Oh,
Yes.
I was confused for a second.
My
there. All right.
apologies. Yes.
So we
Also,
do
everything is going to be live, and there will be a hybrid component. So all of the stages will be open to as many people that want to view
Okay,
Islam as
fantastic. And when is the semi-finals happening then? We know that date already too?
Yes. It's on March 26th, 25th and 26th, sorry. Yes.
Venue.
Okay.
So they're going to have about a
confirmed.
month to prepare,
Yes.
which is
Okay.
the typical time frame.
How long does it take to write a poem?
It's not about writing, it's also the rehearsal, the stage presence. You had to
Sometimes switch it up.
I had to
embody
make
the
sure that
poem,
people
you know.
understand, people
Some-
understand the
sometimes they
process.
get
It's a lot
a
of
new
work.
topic halfway through, and they decide that they want to
Correct.
switch it up. All of these things happen. They express these things to us. Some trending news may happen, and they say, "Oh, this is better to write on."
I would imagine.
Poets are good like that.
Yes.
And you know, and then we already know what the final date. It's the 30th of April, so people can get ready to start getting their purses together.
The
because-
purses?
Yes.
So that one is not free?
No, but
The semi-finals free?
it's live, and it's going to be vibe.
But the finals will also be streaming online as well?
We will be broadcasting the finals.
Okay. All right. If our people want to, well, you said they can still go. Is there a close-off time and date to register for the auditions?
No, actually. The link will be available 2
until-
hours before each audition time. So they
Yes.
have at least 2 hours before the audition
until
date.
Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 hours
If
before
there's no
the
lock-off
final
number,
time.
so if you get 200 people, they're going to audition all
no,
200?
We're going to
Yeah,
try to
well,
facilitate them, but we do have an ideal number that we're aiming at, but we're going to
What's
try
that
to...
number?
Oh, look at you. Look
I'm
at
just
you.
curious for the culture.
Investigate,
For the culture.
I mean, in the past, we've had, 100, between 90 to 130 participants. So
Yes.
that's kind of the ballpark range
target.
that we
Okay.
kind of facilitate.
Do you imagine more people will be interested in doing it in person more than who would have applied to the last couple of years when it was virtual? Because I know you were able to reach people who might have been in different countries and they fly in for the competition when it's that time. But people who are only going to be able to do it from here. But you said you have a few virtual spots, but
Yes.
is that limited to how many people? Do you have to have specific requirements to be able to access that?
That is limited to TNT, yeah.
Okay.
And we do have limited spots for that because people enjoy the in-person
live, yeah.
audition, the live sort of engagement. So as we said, we're prioritizing Tobago and sort of remote locations for those virtual spots.
How are you proving the remote location?
We have our things set up inside of the thing.
I find you like real bacchanal this
You
morning.
know?
Yeah?
We
She said we
cater.
have the thing set up inside of the thing.
Just click and get seen, and you will see the feels.
We're
All
just
right,
asking
ladies.
people to be fair and honest. Yeah?
I mean, and that's all we ask is the spoken
Yeah.
word, right? You
Yes.
should be fair and you should be honest. All right, and you want to give them the social media handles before we wrap up?
Alette?
Okay, so we can go on to our website. Firstly, Bocas Lit Fest /Poetry Slam. On our Facebook, it's at FCNPS. Instagram, National Poetry Slam. Twitter, National Poetry Slam TT. So everywhere, it's pretty much the same. And you can also get that information on the Bocas Lit Fest social media at Bocas Lit Fest everywhere. So you'll be safe.
Afiya, Alette, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and all the best this weekend with your auditions. If you want to be a part of it, you can head across to their social media. Like they said, Bocas Lit Fest. You can head across to FCNPS.
Yes.
FCNPS as well on Instagram or on Facebook or all the social media, right? And check it out and have a fantastic time in National Poetry Slam. First Citizens National Poetry Slam is on. It's back. Finals happening on April 30th. But before that, we have the auditions this weekend. Let's take a quick break and come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned.